Today we have a fairly difficult grooming case. This is Spike and he is between 15 and 16 years old. The reason why he hops like this is because he does not have one of his front paws. Spike's owner sadly passed away and he is currently in a new home and they have reached out to have him professionally groomed. Hi buddy, you seem to like people. Yes? Are you scared? Are you shaking? It's okay. It's okay, buddy. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. No. Now, this dog has a little bit of a story, so I don't want you guys to all jump down the owner's throat. So I will give you a little bit more context to what's going on here in a moment. I just kind of want him to relax a little bit because I can tell he's super nervous. For a 15 or 16-year-old dog, this guy is thick. He like food. Yeah. And like that's really good for an old dog because a lot of really old dogs are super, super skinny, aka Ace. So I mean, this guy's in pretty good health, I would say, for him to be this much of a chunky monkey. I really hope that he is friendly for grooming. The new owner said, the new owner's only had him for 3 weeks. So here's the story. This dog belonged to the new owner's family member. The family member sadly passed away, and so 3 weeks ago, he took ownership of this dog. Obviously, the dog was not being properly cared for. I don't know the situation. The owner could have been potentially very, very sick. Maybe the dog just got neglected because, there were other things going on in their lives at that time. It happens a lot, unfortunately. So he took over the care of the dog after the owner passed. He's had the dog, I think he said, for about 3 weeks, and somebody called the Humane Society after seeing the dog, and so the Humane Society came out and mandated a groom. So that's why he reached out to me. I do believe they're given a certain amount of time before the dog could be potentially removed from their care, and so he reached out to me, and of course I agreed to help. So hopefully this is just a matted, dirty dog and I don't uncover some health issues underneath all of this. And hopefully he lets me groom his face, because if I can just groom his face, then if he is aggressive for anything else, I can put a muzzle on him and continue the remainder of the groom. But of course, if he becomes aggressive for his face, that's where things become more challenging because there's more risk of injury, me getting hurt, or him biting my scissors or clippers, which of course is not good either. Now, the dog is missing his front paw, and the information I received from the owner is that the dog chewed his paw off. This wasn't a recent thing. This was something that happened a few years ago. Kind of concerns me that the reason for that was because the dog was so severely matted like this and ended up getting its paw unintentionally amputated from the severity of the mats. Now, again, that's just my thought, but that doesn't mean that that's the case. Maybe the dog had a severe infection in the paw or something. Like, who knows? Maybe this was a severe behavioral issue. Who knows? I don't actually know the details. So I won't know the condition of that leg until I shave the matting off of it, and I'm hoping that it's a healed situation and nothing that I need to be overly concerned about. Now, dogs are usually not too bad until I grab the hair underneath the chin, which I will have to do. This poor guy. I swear, every time we see really, really, really horribly neglected dogs, it's always the Shih Tzu type breeds for some reason. It's okay. It's okay. I kind of want to give the current owner some grace here because he just, took on the care of this dog full time. Maybe he didn't know what to do or what resources to use to have the dog groomed. Again, he's only had the dog for 2 to 3 weeks. A lot of groomers are booked far out, but also you have the concern of, if I bring the dog in this condition, is the groomer going to believe the situation? Is animal control going to get called on me? Like, you just never know. Can I see? It's okay. I was told that he might bite for his paws, which I think we could understand for what reason that would be, especially if he had an issue with his one paw there. Yeah, this is gonna be really tough, this particular doing the face. Let's put on my dog calming music and see if that helps. I have a feeling he's just going to be just as difficult for scissors. And I actually don't even think scissors are safe to use because he has folds in his face. This is gonna be rough. Obviously, I am shaving him down to a number 10, which is my shortest blade. That being said, he's not matted everywhere. Like, his body is not matted. It's just like his legs and his face. You have some very dry skin. We're going to give you a good bath, hopefully. Uh-oh, this is gonna be rough. Please don't try to jump off, okay? He definitely does not like his legs being touched. That's for sure. You gonna turn this way for me, buddy? Good boy. Good boy. I am considering putting him in the hammock for these legs because they are in horrific shape and I just don't think he's gonna stay still for it. And he's missing a paw, so I don't want him bouncing around either. So we might have to do the hammock. I would really like to get his face shaved before doing that. I know. Yes, can I see under here? Can you lift up for me? It's okay, it's okay. Just wait. Yes, good boy. Good boy. There we go. That's gotta feel better. Look, does that feel better? Yeah, I'm sure you're so itchy. See, you're itchy under there. Yep. Look how much better that feels, sir. Now you gotta let me do that to your face, please. Looks like this dog has moles that I am in no shape, way, or form going to be able to tell are there. So there's possibility he's going to get cut where his moles are. There's only so much I can do about that to try and avoid that from happening. So I can't see or feel anything under this dog with the severity of the mats. So it's going to be impossible for me to tell. It's okay, buddy. I know it hurts. No, these back feet aren't that matted, actually. It's just these front ones that are really badly matted. I'm going to assume if this guy lost this leg that there's been a lot of compensation on this leg, and that's probably caused this leg to become quite sore, especially due to the fact that he's overweight and between 15 and 16 years old. So that could be why he's panicking a little bit, because he's probably in pain. No. No, I know. It's okay. Good boy. Good boy. Shh. It's okay. It's okay, buddy. Buddy, I'm trying to help you. I know a lot of people are going to suggest that this dog should be sedated, and honestly, I agree, especially when it comes to this level of matting. Again, the really bad matting just happens to be on those 2 front legs. Like, the rest of the body is really not bad at all, which is very odd. But we have to keep in mind that this dog is very old. I have no idea if he has underlying health conditions. And I'm going to assume at his age he probably does. He's probably got something or another going on. I can tell you right now that he has a lump on or near his anal glands. He has an open sore, also bleeding in that area. So I'm going to assume he's probably not safe to put under, but also I have no idea if the owner has the ability to afford that. So I have to do what I can to try and help this dog because he obviously needs help. But if it comes down to it and I have to stop the groom because it's just too dangerous, then I will. But I will do the best that I can with the time that I have currently. I put him in a cone because he did appear to be spinning at my hand. Whether or not he'd actually bite me, I don't know. But obviously, we don't want that to happen, so. He has a hanging dew claw on this back foot, so I have to be super careful not to shave it off. I hate hanging dew claws. They are the worst, especially if the dog is moving and matted. I really hope this matting hasn't cut off circulation and led to the amputation of his other leg. I'm really worried about what I'm going to find under there. You okay? You alright, buddy? Yeah. So I'm trying to decide what to do here because I remember when I groomed Angel, soaking her legs actually made shaving them easier because they were so filled with stuff that they became very hard. And I remember after I soaked them, the matting came off easier. So I'm trying to decide if that's the best route to go on. What I want to know is why are these front legs so bad, but every other part of you, other than your face, but I mean you are a Shih Tzu, so you have eye drainage, and that's probably why the face is so bad, but why? Because this leg is not fully here, it's a little bit easier for me to shave this one before I do the other one and try to soak it, just because there's no like wrist or paw that I need to work on. So I might actually be able to get this one off much easier. Although he's not going to like it. He's probably going to start screaming. I know, I'm just trying my best not to cut you. Please do not move too much. I know. Oh man, this is tough. Okay, I'm gonna take him for a bath and see if I can soak that front leg enough that it's easier to shave afterwards. I'll take it off and hopefully be able to wash his face. I know. I know, buddy. I know. Trying to make you feel better. Yeah. Lay down, buddy. Lay down. I'm probably going to have to wash that leg again afterwards, or at least wipe it with something. But I do think this loosened it up quite a bit compared to what it was. So that was the goal, and I think we achieved it. Now I gotta attempt to do your face, which is gonna be fun. Thankfully, he doesn't bite when I touch his face, so far anyways. If he did, that would be a much more challenging situation. But he moves a lot, which scares me because I don't want to injure his eyeballs. So I will not be drying him. The goal is just to give him a good towel dry, shave him, do his nails and paws, and then he goes home. So all that's left to shave is that leg and the face. I know. You're gonna feel so much better, buddy. You're gonna be like a whole new dog. A whole new doggy. I'm gonna attempt to do his face in the tub. See how that goes. Yeah, this isn't any easier in the tub. Sometimes it is, but... Okay, we're gonna give him a break, and then we're gonna finish off his groom, hopefully. So I do think that the face is gonna be the most difficult thing that I do today. So I'm gonna try to get this leg at least free. I might not be able to accomplish the face, unfortunately, but maybe the owner can go to a vet and have a, I don't know, potentially light sedation. I'm not sure what the solution is if I can't do it. I'm just really worried I'm going to injure the dog's eyes trying to remove that matting, because he just, like, some dogs, eventually they just give up and they stop, especially when they're old. He is not one of those dogs. He does not give up. So obviously I just have concerns that I'm going to hurt him. But I mean, if we did the body and the nails and the paws, and that's the only thing we didn't do, I still take it as a win. Okay, since soaking this leg, I am getting through it much easier than I was. So that was a good call. I learned that from Angel's video. If you guys haven't seen Angel's video, go back on my channel. She was a severely neglected dog that I groomed at the Humane Society. Sadly, she has passed away, but she did live another year of her life without pain, with good care, with people who loved her, and at least she was able to have a good ending to her life. But she taught me quite a bit when it comes to working on matted dogs like this, because I learned a lot from her. So I used the method I used with her, and it seems to be doing a lot better. He is allowing me to do quite a bit with this leg, which I wasn't expecting. I don't love how much pressure he's putting down on this harness, but I don't think I'd be able to do it without the harness, sadly. He is, I noticed when he was on the ground, when I gave him a break, that he was gnawing at this leg. So I imagine it hurts. I'm a little bit worried about what I'm going to uncover under here. I'm really hoping I uncover absolutely nothing and that his leg is completely normal. There's still soap in here because I couldn't get it rinsed. Thank you for keeping your paw still. Oh my God, this is making my life a lot easier, and yours. So for those of you who don't know, when matting gets this severe, I want you to think of it as a very hard elastic band that's around your wrist that gets tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter. Eventually, the circulation stops flowing to the bottom of your limb, and that's how you can lose a limb. So again, that's how I'm guessing he lost his other limb, because they didn't have any medical reason to tell me. It's not like, you know, the dog had cancer or something and they removed it. So it's very dangerous to allow a dog to become this matted for this duration of time. It's okay, it's okay. I know. You still use that little limb, eh? You still use it. It's okay, it's okay. Being a really good boy. Look, your leg is free. It's free, buddy. Whoa. Yeah, that's pretty nuts. That's very, very hard matting. I know. But look, your leg is free. Does it feel better? Doesn't it feel better? Thankfully, we did not have a rotted paw. That would have been really traumatizing. You certainly don't make things easy, buddy. I know. I want to point out that I don't care what this dog looks like. I'm not making him perfect. I'm not trimming him up nice and tidy. I'm not going over his coat again to make sure he's even. I don't care. I just want him to be mat-free, healthy, and clean. That's all that matters. So I have to tackle the face. I have not tried tackling the face with him in the grooming harness. Let's see if that helps me out at all. I don't know. This is tough. I'm gonna try using my other clipper, which I really don't want to use because my other clipper, it's easier to cut the dog, but it's also smaller, so it's kind of easier to get into the crevices of his face. You're a stressful dude. It's not your fault, but you are stressful. Help me out. It's okay. You're gonna feel better. Whew, okay, we're making some progress. My hand is going numb from trying to hold him, especially my index finger. Oh, thank God. I really wanted to get that off of his face. Okay, it's not perfect by any means, but it's a hell of a lot better. Okay, now that I got the majority of the matting away from the eyes, I'm gonna try using my scissors. Probably gonna go back to clippers. He only has a little bit left on his face that I'd like to clean up. Once that's cleaned up, I'm happy. He has a lot of hair in his mouth that would be nice to remove, but he doesn't want me to touch it. Oh, you bit my finger. You bit my finger. I know you're not trying to be mean. Okay, so he has like cataracts in this eye here. I don't know if that's due to an ulcer or if it's actually cataracts. Sometimes when dogs' faces are that extreme, they're rubbing their faces a lot on the ground with their paws and they can actually scratch their eye, cause an ulcer, and they can go blind. I don't know because I don't have the ability to check for that, but I'll let the owner know. And yeah, I'm gonna let this guy go be himself and just hang out and relax until his owner gets here, because I think I've stressed him out enough. But I'm really glad we were able to get him groomed. All in all, I would say this is a very successful groom. Just take a look at what he looked like before and what he looks like after. Is this the most perfect haircut? No. Is he fresh, clean, and feeling a heck of a lot better, and now the camera can actually focus on his face because it can see his eyeballs? Yes. If you guys liked this video and you want to support more complimentary grooms just like Spike's, don't forget to hit that follow or subscribe button and share with all of your friends. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you again in a few days.